Hello, brothers and sisters. I want again to welcome all of you to this other new lesson. Remember, in the last lesson, we talked about legal interpreting. And remember, we have focused on specialized interpreting situations. So in this lesson, I want us to discuss about mental health interpreting. And we say effective communication is critical, of course, in mental health situations. So, which of course may include assessments. Remember, during a mental health interpretation, we may need to carry out an assessment, evaluations, to talk about diagnosis or treatment in general. When two languages and cultures, of course, are involved, then communication presents the mental health professional, of course, with additional challenges. So remember, this is often the case when a patient or a significant person, of course, in the patient's life is deaf or uses a sign language. So it's very important that during a mental health interpreting, we require an interpreter who at least has done medics or is a medical profession and also an sign language user to be able to carry out this type of interpreting. Because we have talked about in mental health interpretation, we need to carry out assessments, we need to carry out evaluations, we need maybe this need for a doctor to do diagnosis or generally for treatment. So in such situations or interpreting situations, we need a medical interpreter. So as we continue discussing these different types of interpreters, different types of interpretation situations, we are able to understand these situations clearly, so that in the line of engaging ourselves with such like events, we are able to tell whether we'll be able to perform out the tasks as expected, of course, to avoid failing the deaf community or the interpreters association in general. So brothers and sisters, ensure that you understand these lessons we are talking about. In case you don't, make sure you consult, and consultation means you should be able to accept corrections and also take in more information. Of course, critics is there to make us grow stronger and stronger. See you in the next lesson.